Good morning, my buddies and pals. Welcome to your weekend edition of HilahTalking. I'm your host, Hilah Johnson, and I have breaking news from the HilahCooking home front. So if you've been my buddy or my pal for a year or more, then you probably remember the ebook that we released, the big ebook, the Learn to Cookbook, teaches you everything you need to know as a beginner adult to learn how to cook, and it does it in like a fun, lighthearted, dirty joking kind of fashion. So, okay, we did it in the ebook, and everyone loved it, and I appreciate you guys so much, and we got a bunch of great feedback, and we always planned, though, to like get the feedback from people, and because I'd never like tried to write like a comprehensive cookbook before, obviously. So we got a bunch of feedback from people, added some more information that I neglected to include, and then we were gonna like re-release it. But the number one thing that we heard from everyone was that they wanted a print version, and the more we thought about it, the more it made sense to make a print version, because like it's one thing to like read a novel on your iPad or your Kindle or whatever, but a cookbook is a totally different thing. You want to be able to make notes in it, you want to be able to dog your pages, you want to be able to like lend it to your friend easily, you want to be able to pass it on to your children. Not that this book is appropriate for children, but at any rate, so we finally did it. We did it ourselves. Chris did all the formatting. We had Freak Zone, if you remember Freak Zone. Actually, turns out Freak Zone's a really great cartoonist and animator. So he did a whole bunch of cartoons for us. And I've got here a proof to show you. Dude, I wrote this book. Look, it's gigantic. So, like, there's recipes in the back part, sauces, drinks, whatever, salad, lunch, breakfast, brunch, all this stuff. And then this whole first part of the book is like all like how to cook stuff and like how to cut up stuff and what words mean, and a whole giant chart with like all the spices pretty much that you'll ever see on a store shelf, and like what to do with them and what they go with and what to use instead of them if you don't have them. And basically my heart and soul is in this book, y'all. And did I mention there's cartoons? I'm trying to find a good one. Oh, and pictures of sandwiches. Anyway, so I'm stoked. Aren't you stoked? Let's all have a round of applause. Beatnik style. So this book is going to go on sale next Tuesday, 12/4. When we originally released the book, too, we made a bunch of like how-to videos, cooking videos and stuff, like how to cut up a chicken, how to poach an egg, how to cut up a pineapple, stuff like that, like basic, you know, things that might help to have a little quick video show you how to do it. So we'll be releasing those over the next couple of weeks. So for the next couple of weeks, in addition to like the regular recipe videos on HilahCooking, what we're going to be doing, just like we'll release those videos so that like everybody can have that information now. It's no longer top secret, you know, shrouded behind a mask. So look forward to that. Be announcing this. We're also going to be doing some giveaways as a tie-in to the book for like all you beginner cookers out there. And one of the giveaways is this lovely knife. I'll be announcing that on the Facebook page next week. And it's a name brand, you guys. So it's not going to be this exact knife because this is my knife, but it's going to be a new one that is like this. So you can chop, 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 chop. Okay, so anyway, that's my huge exciting news. I'm super excited. Real quick, we've got a couple recipe Q&As too. We did homemade Twinkies, and somebody on my website said that they use a mini loaf pan, and it worked out great, and they did it for Thanksgiving, and their teenager loved it. So if you have a mini loaf pan, by all means, do that and quit screwing around making little dumb foil boats. And then also the beer beef stew recipe, several people asked about doing it in a crock pot. That's a great idea. You can totally do that. I would definitely recommend flouring the meat first and browning it like we showed you in the video, and then putting it all in the crock pot. And then don't expect your sauce to be as thick, because a crock pot is like a contained little braising system. It keeps all that liquid in there, so you're not going to cook off any liquid. But what you can do at the end, if you want to thicken your sauce, is you get like a tablespoon of butter, soft butter, a tablespoon of flour, mash it together in a little bowl, and that's called a beurre mané. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I've only seen it written. It's French. And then you have this like butter flour paste, and you can add it little bit by bit in little spoonfuls to your stew and whisk it up to do that. And then once it comes back up to a simmer, you don't want to boil it. Once it comes up to a simmer, it will thicken into a nice gravy. You can also do a cornstarch thing, but I think the flour probably works better for this particular recipe. So okay, that giveaway, Facebook. Be sure to check the Facebook next week. And then also, I know y'all saw him an unofficial announcement on the cranberry bread video if you stuck around to the end last week, but I want to introduce you to a new member of our family. Look, it's Banjo! Daisy got a new buddy. We had him and his sister for a while. We fostered them when they were just weaned at the shelter, and they were only 4 weeks old and they weren't really big enough to adopt. And his sister found a great home, and we decided to keep him, and him and Daisy are little playmates now, and he's getting better at learning how to be cuddled. So say hello to the people, Banjo. So Daisy Cam will now probably be Doggy Cam, and I look forward to showing you updates on Banjo's growth, because he's only like 10 weeks old now, so he's going to grow a lot. Okay, quit doing that. Okay, say bye, Banjo. All right, thanks for watching. Check the Facebook for updates on the book and the giveaways. And I hope everyone had a great weekend. Have a great Sunday. I'm gonna go get a Christmas tree later today. So in your face, Grandpa Christmas. That was rude, sorry.